Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. Starting out west in the American League, the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim hit 3 long balls as they stole the win against the Mariners in walk-off fashion, 7-5. More news from Seattle. Starting pitcher, number 37, has been recalled from the major leagues from AAA. The Colorado Rockies snapped their 5-game losing streak as they got the home victory against the Astros, 4-3. CC Sabathia got his 3rd win this season, helping lead the Yankees to a win over the Rays, 2-1. The Chicago Cubs got 12 hits in this one as they beat the White Sox on the south side, 6-1. The Kansas City Royals put together 10 hits total as they got the extra inning victory against the Indians, 4-3. The Baltimore Orioles dropped 4 home runs in this one as they took down the Tigers in Detroit, 6-1. In other Tigers news, relief pitcher Shane Green has been recalled from the major leagues from AAA. The Atlanta Braves knocked out 10 hits as a team as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field, 4-1. The Brew Crew only allowed 2 hits in the game as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils, 4-3. The San Francisco Giants swung it well with 15 hits in this one as they beat the visiting Red Sox, 9-5. It was their 7th straight.
Tuesday night baseball now from the home of the Twins, Target Field in Minneapolis. Tonight we continue the road trip with the first of 3 between the Texas Rangers and the Minnesota Twins. Which of these 2 will prevail? Next on the show. Irvin Santana, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, Matty, he's looking to knock down that ERA. You see there, he's into the 4s, looking to have a little better start than what he's been accustomed to.
Elvis Andrus heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Shortstop, Elvis Andrus.
First of 3 is underway on this Tuesday night as the opening pitch is taken for ball 1. And EK, we take a look at the Twins as they begin play here tonight. Despite the loss last time out, they enter this one in good shape, winners in 7 of their last 10.
And it's a good position to be in. You've been playing good baseball. Now you get to come home and start a homestand. They've got a chance to really make some noise in the division if they can keep playing well.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Squared that one up just a little late. On the ground to third. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. A chance now to look at the batting order for the visiting Rangers. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, this is not a team that hits a ton of home runs. They don't rely on the long ball to get it done. So they've got to get guys on, get them over, and then get them in.
Shin-Soo Choo will stand in now, and as you can easily tell from the splits, he's really struggled away from home. Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. Solo shot to right center. As the Rangers strike first, it's 1-0.
Well, we can show you the replay here, but I'm not all that convinced that this ball has even come down yet.
Third baseman.
Goodness gracious. This is a fastball that he absolutely barrels up. And with his strength, this ball's going a long way.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Well, he just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Bases are empty, one man out. That evens it up, 1-1. Santana gets the sign. Here's the 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. There is Dozier. Throw to first will be in time to retire Beltre, and there's out number 2. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at how the Twins stack up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, if you can say there is a defensive threat on this team, he's standing down there at first base. I say that because he's very good at keeping balls in front of him, helping his fellow infielders. Just a guy that's an asset every single game.
That's yanked into the stands, strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But the Rangers are in the run column first on the strength of this solo home run. On to the bottom of the first at Target Field. It's now 1-0 Texas. A.J. Griffin, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, you take a look at that ERA. He's not been good this year. Got to throw a lot better. Hopefully he can start doing that in this one.
Max Kepler is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. And, Eric, you take a look at these Rangers entering play here tonight. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
And it's been a less than amazing start to the road trip, too. They've won just 1 of their first 4 games, so they'll be looking to turn that around here.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Drilled down the line, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding on.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And these long at-bats give you a good sense of what a guy's featuring here in the first inning.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Yeah, well, you have to be excited to watch Brian Dozier play. He's been swinging a hot bat all year, and his slugging percentage is soaring over .550. So I think there's a pretty good chance he'll have an impact on this game.
On to first, and there were 2 down. With a moment now, let's take a look at how the Rangers will align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, Carlos Gomez, he's a Gold Glove winner out there in that outfield. Very entertaining to watch. Very demonstrative, very athletic, and can make plays that you don't see many outfielders make.
In there, strike 1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher, but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Yeah, Rusty
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. On to the second inning now from Minneapolis. The Rangers on top here, 1-0. Rougned Odor will lead things off here as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second. Santana's ready. Here's the first pitch. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Skied into straightaway right. Kepler is under it. One down.
Batting sixth, first baseman,
Joey Gallo will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Well, you got to start a streak somewhere, and he's well into this one now. A 6-game hit streak with that base hit. He's swinging the bat pretty good right now.
Number 19 checks his swing here on the first pitch, and it's 1-0. And he looks at a changeup in there. 1-1. High and deep to right center field. Kepler going back on it, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. Oh, and he misses the stop sign there as he heads for the plate. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down.
On the money.
Yeah, now in hindsight, you could have had runners at second and third with 1 out, but they roll the dice. They're trying to pick up that run from first, and it winds up not working out for them.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy, as he'll take a look at ball one. We'll check in with an average still south of 230, 2 home runs, and 15 RBIs. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Takes this the other way to right. And that's going to get down out there. Now this is cut and thrown to first. And he's able to get back in there at first safely.
And you'd like to think that a 2-out single would score your guy from second. But this ball was just hit too hard, and he's forced to hold on at third base.
Carlos Gomez will stand in, and as you can see, the numbers away from home has been much better once he gets out on the road. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. And this one gets away. That could be a run. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. Throw over to the bag, and a dive, but he's back. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
And giving up hits is one thing, but judging by that pitch, he doesn't have any consistency with that release point. He's all over the place.
And another throw over. And the runner back.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. shot toward right center. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And to score is the runner from third. Around third and being waved on home. And not in time as the second run scores.
Well, this is what happens when you dig yourself a hole out there on the mound. This is all his own fault. And both of those runners are going to come around to score on what works out to be a two-run triple.
Elvis Andrus will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game. Hit hard down the line toward the coaching box. It's a foul ball. Hot shot on the ground is short. Polanco takes it in. Throw is in time, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as this side is retired. So 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a runner. Miguel Sano will take his first cuts now. 0 for 4 in the ballgame back on Sunday.
Miguel Sano.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
Well, you got to figure that this guy's going to come out here free and easy here in the second. He's got a 3-run cushion already. No reason not to come right after these guys.
Grounded to third. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Batting fifth.
Kenny Vargas will come forward now as we give you a look at his home and away splits so far this year. Cut fastball taken for strike 1. And he falls behind 0-2. Turned on down the line, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. This is pulled into right. Number 30 is there, and he'll bring this one in.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. The batting average clearly not where he wants it to be. 1 home run and 6 RBIs.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Fastball at 88 that time. A ball and a strike.
Oh, a very hittable pitch, too. That's a middle-of-the-plate fastball, and he's not going to get away with too many of those tonight.
That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Now gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. He'll take the turn and head for second. And going for it, the right call. He's in at second base with a 2-out double.
Left fielder
Eddie Rosario will stand in here. 1 for 4 in Sunday's ball game. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. He's at second with his first 2-bagger of the year. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
2 strikes.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Shin-Soo Choo is into the box as we are all set to begin the 3rd.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Here's Santana right back at it now as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man. It's 0-1.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
And it looks like he'll have extra bases here to begin the third. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double.
Third baseman number 29.
Settling in now, Adrian Beltre. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Santana comes set. Here's the first pitch. Hot shot to third. Sano scoops it up. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Number 30 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a good fastball that time as Santana jumps ahead, 0-1.
That's not really a bad take that time. You've got a guy out there on the mound that's had his hands full already, so you've got to make him prove that he can find the zone.
Hit in the air out to straightaway left field. Rosario is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Now batting,
Rougned Odor is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. Shot towards second. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Here's Chu around third. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Well, I got to tell you, I love the way this guy just lets it rip. Ahead in the count, behind in the count. It really doesn't matter to this guy. He's just going to go up hacking. And he drives in a run right here as he just drills this one for 2 bases.
Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Stepping in now, Joey Gallo, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. And he will get him at first on a fine spin and throw from short right, and that ends the inning. A run for the Rangers. Jorge Polanco will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. We'll move forward in this one and rejoin the action in the bottom of the 7th. Miguel Sano will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
Here's a look over to first. Back in standing.
Keeping him close.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
He's done a really good job of kind of getting ahead of hitters here by throwing first pitch strikes to 70% of the batters he's faced, and that's why he's doing so well.
Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
And this will be hauled in shy of the track for out number 1 as the runner will retreat to first. Kenny Vargas will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ball game so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
Runner at first here, one man out. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball, 1-1.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
Fastball called strike, 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes, here it is. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him. Jason Castro steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First pitch on its way. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1.
Nope,
that's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Hit on the ground to short. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Add another 0 as it's up to 7 shutout innings so far. We'll look. Shin-Soo Choo will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Now some action out in the Minnesota pen, as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Looks like they're showing a bit more respect to that guy up there. That's what a 3-for-3 ball game will do for you.
3-0 now.
You don't want to lose the leadoff hitter here. Not when you got this guy on deck.
And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning. Adrian Beltre will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
Before the first pitch, a check at first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely.
Keeping an eye on him.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now.
And hold on there. He got him. Trying to swipe second base, but he's gunned down for the out.
You want to talk about having a bazooka for an arm. After watching the jump, I thought he had this base stolen, but this ball is on the money with some steam on it. He's out by a pretty comfortable margin.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
And this is why, as a hitter, working the count in your favor is so important. I mean, here, this is probably a ball, but you can't risk taking this pitch on 1-2 and hope that you get the benefit of the umpire's call. You pretty much have to swing at it, even though you probably wouldn't have been able.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Nothing doing for the Rangers. They lead it 4-0. Eddie Rosario will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Oh, he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
And he's having a rough go of it so far. His second strikeout of the ball game. You can see him gesturing that he thinks that pitch was outside, but you know, I think once he gets a look at it in the clubhouse, he'll probably change his tune.
Jorge Polanco is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are two away now. Byron Buxton will stand in now with two away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
A big roundhouse curveball in there for strike one.
I like how he's approaching things here. He's got a good, safe lead, so he's not setting guys up for wasting a lot of pitches. He's coming right after everybody.
Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. Called strike two as he locks him up there.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Andres fields it cleanly, and 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Down go the Twins in order. They trail here 4-0. Downtown St. Paul there, not far from us here at Target Field as we're set to begin the 9th inning in this one. Rougned Odor stands in, was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. I wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
The batter, first baseman,
Joey Gallo will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Hit in the air to center field. Buxton has a play. And that's the second out of the inning.
now batting,
Number 19 will stand in now. Switch hitter batting from the left side here.
Decent numbers, but nothing amazing from the left side of the plate so far this season.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1.
Oh, you cannot get caught making up your mind to swing before you even see where the pitch is going to be. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. 1-1. Here it comes. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
Swung on and chopped up the middle to his left. Polanco. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. So they're in front 4-0. Max Kepler will stand in to start things off as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
right fielder.
In fact, just one hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Hit well on the ground to first. And he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. And you can see on the graphic right here that that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
Brian Dozier is at the plate as he watches ball one.
And for all the pitches he's thrown, only 1 walk so far. That's a little bit surprising.
And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Line drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
And this could have really got this inning off to a great start. But it finds the outfielder's glove out there, and that runner's forced to retreat back to first.
So here's Joe Mauer. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. To first. Scooped up. Andrus on to first, and he rolls the double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Well, we've talked about it all throughout this game. He was completely in charge, essentially, from pitch one. And now he finishes off a masterful performance here, getting the complete game shutout.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home Topps Player of the Game honors in this one.
Yeah, definitely no debate as far as I'm concerned. He was really in complete control the whole way through. Only really got into trouble a few times, and he winds up with a complete game shutout.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Caro, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Rangers come out on top 4-0.